November 22nd, 2024, a night WWE fans will never forget. What began as a typical SmackDown took a shocking turn when Jade Cargill, one half of the dominant WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, was found unconscious atop a car with its windshield shattered. Who could take down the seemingly invincible star? As chaos erupted backstage, fans around the world were left searching for answers. Was it an accident or something more sinister? Join us as we uncover the chilling details behind this shocking backstage attack that rocked the WWE Universe to its core. The shocking attack on Jade Cargill, a turning point for WWE. The incident, a harrowing moment in WWE history. On a seemingly ordinary night in late November 2024, WWE fans and superstars alike were confronted with one of the most unexpected and shocking moments in the company's storied history. Jade Cargill, a rising star whose sheer strength and dominance in the ring had made her an instant fan favorite, was found battered and unconscious in a backstage parking lot following an episode of SmackDown. The attack on Cargill, a woman who had become synonymous with power, confidence, and invincibility, was a striking reminder that the line between the spectacle of professional wrestling and the dangerous realities faced by its performers is often razor-thin. What was originally billed as just another night of thrilling in-ring action quickly turned into a nightmare. While the WWE Universe was used to seeing hard-hitting matches and over-the-top dramatic storylines, they were now faced with the grim reality of Cargill's condition. As reports began to surface, it was revealed that she had sustained a range of serious injuries, including deep lumbar parapinal muscle contusions, a bruised kidney, a sprained MCL in her right knee, a tibial plateau bone bruise, and several facial lacerations. These injuries, while shocking to fans, painted a much darker picture than any scripted injury WWE had ever presented before. The shockwave felt across WWE. The backstage atmosphere at WWE quickly shifted from the usual excitement and tension of a live broadcast to absolute chaos. The event, which had been full of anticipation for the matches ahead, was abruptly overshadowed by the discovery of Jade Cargill's lifeless body. WWE officials immediately sprang into action, rushing to assess the situation. As medical teams arrived on the scene, the grim reality began to set in. This was not part of the show. This was not scripted drama. This was something far more sinister. In the moments that followed, it became clear that the WWE Universe would be dealing with far more than just a storyline injury. Cargill, one of the company's most visible and powerful champions, had been hurt, severely, and the consequences would be felt not just by the wrestler herself, but by the company as a whole. Fans were horrified, but so were her fellow superstars, many of whom expressed shock and anger over the attack. Bianca Belair, one of Cargill's closest friends and tag team partner, took to social media, expressing her disbelief over the incident. "She's not just my teammate. She's my sister in this business," Belair wrote. "Whoever did this needs to answer for their actions." Belair's heartfelt words resonated deeply with fans, who were now clamoring for answers. The leaked photos, a violation of privacy. As the news of the attack spread, something even more troubling occurred. Leaked photos of Cargill's injuries began circulating online. These disturbing images, taken in the aftermath of the assault, displayed the brutality of the attack. The bruising, swelling, and cuts on her body were shocking, and the images made it clear that Cargill's injuries were far worse than anyone had initially feared. For many, these photos served as a harsh reminder of the risks WWE superstars take each time they step into the ring. But the leaked images also sparked outrage. Fans, superstars, and even media outlets decried the breach of privacy. WWE superstars, including Seth Rollins, expressed their disgust with the leaks. "That was a violation of privacy," Rollins said during an appearance on WWE The Bump. "Jade deserves respect, and what's happening right now isn't acceptable. We need to protect our own, both physically and emotionally." The leaking of these images added fuel to the fire, intensifying the demand for accountability from WWE officials, and igniting an investigation into how such a breach of privacy could have happened. Cargill's absence, a major creative shift. Jade Cargill's sudden removal from WWE television left a massive hole in the company's creative plans. Just days before the attack, Cargill was slated to participate in one of the biggest matches of the year, the Women's War Games match at Survivor Series, scheduled for November 30th, 2024. Her absence from this high-profile event would alter the course of the storyline, leaving fans to wonder who would step up to fill her place. Cargill had also been one of the top contenders in the ongoing Women's United States Championship tournament, further emphasizing her integral role in WWE's future plans. But now, with her out of the picture, WWE officials face the difficult task of revising its creative direction. Speculation began to swirl about how WWE would pivot creatively, and many fans were left wondering who could possibly replace Cargill in the championship race. As the investigation into the attack continued, backstage whispers and rumors suggested a growing list of potential suspects, with theories ranging from jealous rivals to disgruntled superstars who may have felt overshadowed by Cargill's rapid rise to the top. The timing of the incident only added to the drama, as it occurred just as rumors about a potential split between Cargill and Bianca Belair were beginning to surface. Some insiders speculated that the WWE creative team had planned to use Cargill's absence to build a singles feud between the two, a possibility that now seemed all the more likely, given Cargill's meteoric rise and Belair's increasing frustration with the way the tag team titles had been handled. The truth behind the attack, kayfabe or real. While WWE has maintained a tight-lipped approach regarding the identity of the assailant, some fans began to suspect that the attack may have been a cover-up for Cargill's real-life injury. Reports from PW Nexus and other wrestling insiders suggested that Cargill's injuries may have been legitimate, and that the attack was part of a storyline meant to explain her time off. These rumors were further fueled by the fact that WWE had kept the details of Cargill's status vague, leaving fans to speculate about how long she would be out of action. The notion that the attack could be a part of a larger ongoing storyline was tantalizing, but it was also deeply unsettling. If the injury was real, it raised the possibility that Cargill could be out of action for a long time, with some sources suggesting a recovery period of up to a year. This would be a devastating setback for Cargill, who had quickly become one of WWE's brightest stars, as evidenced by her 2 reigns as Women's Tag Team Champion with Bianca Belair. Fans were left wondering how WWE would handle her absence and what it would mean for her future in the company. The broader implications: safety and security in WWE. The attack on Jade Cargill raised larger, more troubling questions about safety and security within WWE. While wrestling has always been an inherently dangerous profession, the backstage environment is supposed to be a safe haven for performers. The fact that an attack like this could happen backstage was a sobering reminder that WWE superstars are not just subject to the risks of the ring, they are also vulnerable to the actions of other people within the company. In the wake of the attack, WWE officials faced increasing scrutiny over the effectiveness of their security measures. Fans and wrestlers alike expressed concerns about the backstage environment and whether changes needed to be made to prevent such incidents in the future. As WWE Hall of Famer John Cena said in a recent interview, "We work in a business where rivalries are part of the job, but they should never cross the line into real-life harm." Cena's words resonated with the wrestling community, as Cargill's injuries served as a wake-up call for everyone involved in the industry. A triumphant return? Despite the uncertainty surrounding her injury, one thing remained clear. Jade Cargill had the support of her fans, her fellow superstars, and the WWE Universe. Known for her unyielding determination and fierce work ethic, Cargill had built a reputation as one of WWE's most relentless competitors. Fans flooded social media with messages of support and anticipation for her eventual return, with many believing that her journey would mirror the comebacks of other WWE legends. The company has a long history of transforming moments of adversity into inspiring comebacks, and Cargill's situation could follow a similar trajectory. If she can recover from her injuries, her return to the ring could be one of the most triumphant moments in wrestling history. Legends like Shawn Michaels and Edge had overcome career-threatening injuries to achieve greatness, and Cargill's resilience could cement her legacy as one of WWE's most iconic figures. The ongoing drama. As the investigation into Cargill's attack continues and the rumors about backstage politics and rivalries swirl, one thing is certain: the story surrounding Jade Cargill's injury is far from over. WWE's handling of the situation will be closely watched, as it will not only determine Cargill's future but also shape the narrative surrounding the company's treatment of its talent. The leaked photos of her injuries have added a new layer of urgency to the situation, and WWE will need to address the breach of privacy and ensure that such leaks do not happen again. In the coming weeks, fans will be eagerly awaiting updates on Cargill's recovery, hoping for the day when she can return to the ring stronger than ever. Whatever the future holds, one thing is certain: Jade Cargill's legacy in WWE has only just begun. The shocking attack on Jade Cargill, a chilling reminder of WWE's unpredictable world. The incident, a devastating attack on a rising star. On the November 22, 2024 episode of Smackdown, the WWE Universe was forced to confront one of the most shocking moments in recent memory. What was supposed to be a night full of drama, athleticism, and athletic prowess took a dark turn when Jade Cargill, one of the brightest stars in WWE's women's division, was found unconscious backstage, a shattered cart windshield beneath her, and her body battered and bruised. Jade Cargill, a powerhouse who had captivated audiences with her physicality, strength, and undeniable presence, had become an integral part of WWE's women's division, not just for her championship accolades, but for her charismatic persona. Her status as one half of the women's tag team champions with Bianca Belair had elevated her to a level of prominence few women in the company had achieved. Cargill was not only a powerhouse in the ring, she was also a larger-than-life figure who had come to represent resilience, confidence, and untouchable dominance. Her sudden and shocking assault transcended scripted rivalries, creating a chilling reminder of how unpredictable and perilous the world of professional wrestling can be. WWE, which thrives on high-risk matches and bold storylines, was now faced with a stark reminder that the line between the spectacle of wrestling and the very real dangers faced by the performers could be dangerously thin. Revisiting past controversies. The dangerous history of wrestling injuries. Cargill's attack inevitably brought back memories of previous high-profile incidents in wrestling history that raised questions about safety, rivalries, and the brutal nature of the business. Wrestling is a sport where the performers push their bodies to the limits, often enduring physical punishment for the sake of entertainment. However, sometimes those boundaries are pushed too far, with devastating consequences. One of the most infamous examples in wrestling history is Stone Cold Steve Austin's neck injury at the hands of Owen Hart during their match at SummerSlam in 1997. A botched pile driver left Austin with a broken neck, altering the trajectory of his career forever. Austin was never the same after that injury, his in-ring style forced to evolve as he adapted to the limitations caused by his neck injury. This moment didn't just change Austin's career, it became a focal point in conversations about the need for greater in-ring safety. Similarly, Bret Hart's career-ending concussion in a match with Goldberg in 1999 remains a painful chapter in wrestling lore. While Goldberg's reputation has been tarnished by this accident, it was also a stark reminder that even the briefest moment of recklessness in the ring can have far-reaching consequences. Hart's retirement marked the end of an era for one of the greatest professional wrestlers in history and left a lasting impact on WWE's approach to in-ring safety, even though much of the damage had already been done. Another iconic moment that comes to mind when discussing the physical toll of wrestling is Mick Foley's infamous fall from the top of the Hell in a Cell structure during his match with The Undertaker at King of the Ring 1998. Foley's body endured unimaginable punishment that night, with the fall becoming one of the most memorable moments in wrestling history. However, while it solidified Foley's legacy as one of the toughest and most resilient wrestlers ever, it also served as a reminder of the grueling physical toll of professional wrestling. The sacrifice of one's body for the sake of entertainment is a central part of wrestling culture, but incidents like these highlight the dangers involved and the need for constant vigilance when it comes to performer safety. Cargill's attack echoes these past incidents, bringing the conversation about safety, rivalries, and backstage politics back to the forefront. Is the risk of injury truly worth the spectacle? Where do we draw the line between drama and reality? These are questions that the WWE Universe is now grappling with in the wake of the incident, especially as more details begin to emerge about the circumstances surrounding Cargill's attack. Backstage politics. The culture of WWE under scrutiny. WWE has long been a breeding ground for backstage politics, with rivalries and personal vendettas playing out just as much in the locker rooms as they do in the ring. While these tensions are often part of the larger spectacle of the wrestling business, they can sometimes spill over into real-life conflicts that have a much darker and more dangerous impact. Throughout WWE's history, there have been many high-profile incidents involving superstars whose personal conflicts and egos have affected their careers and the company's overall dynamics. The infamous Montreal Screwjob, where Bret Hart was betrayed by Vince McMahon and Shawn Michaels, remains one of the most talked-about moments in wrestling history. The incident marked a turning point in WWE's handling of its talent and set the stage for future backstage drama that would continue to unfold for years to come. In more recent years, the departures of superstars like CM Punk and Sasha Banks have highlighted the ongoing tensions between talent and management. Punk's departure in 2014, after a series of disputes with WWE management, became a flashpoint in the company's ongoing struggle to balance talent relations and business priorities. Similarly, Banks' departure in 2022, following a controversial incident involving creative dissatisfaction, showed that even the most talented performers could become disillusioned with WWE's corporate culture. The Jade Cargill incident, whether the result of personal jealousy, professional rivalry, or some other factor, shines a spotlight on the challenges WWE faces in managing its locker room and maintaining a healthy, supportive environment for its talent. Behind every in-ring rivalry, there is often a complicated web of personal feelings, egos, and agendas that can escalate into real-life conflict. With Cargill being a dominant force in WWE's women's division, it's plausible that her success could have stirred some resentment among her colleagues. Her growing influence and position as a champion could have made her a target for those who felt threatened by her rise to the top. However, until WWE reveals the identity of the attacker, these remain speculative theories. The future of WWE. Lessons learned? As WWE grapples with the aftermath of this shocking incident, it's clear that the company faces several important decisions. Will they address the root causes of backstage tensions and improve the safety of their talent? Or will this remain another chapter in WWE's history of ignoring internal issues for the sake of business? Fans and insiders alike will be watching closely in the coming weeks, eagerly awaiting any developments and updates. One thing is certain: Jade Cargill's story is far from over. The attack that has sidelined her has sparked a firestorm of questions and theories, but it also presents an opportunity for WWE to demonstrate how it can overcome adversity and provide a safe, supportive environment for its talent. Cargill's journey to recovery and her eventual return to the ring promises to be a defining moment in her career. Whether this story ends with the revelation of her attacker or her triumphant return, Jade Cargill's legacy in WWE is still being written, and the best chapters are yet to come.